Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in out the rain. Come on in. Raise your hand. Say present. Raise your hand. Say present. I am here. Raise your hand. Say present. I am here. A little stuff there. Good day for y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Are the kids bad or the parents bad? Or are the kids bad or is it bad parenting? That's the question. Are the kids bad or is it just bad parenting? Which one is it? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Are the kids bad or is it just bad parenting? Shouts out to Mr. He said, Mr. She said over there, the Harris Tribe. Shouts out to Promote Conscious Parenting. Shouts out to Red Lipstick Live over there with Petty Red. Man, I know they've been talking about it for a long, long time. Are the kids bad or the parents, or it's just bad parenting? Which one is it? I want to know. Somebody tell me. I want to know. Are the kids bad or are the kids bad? Let me talk about it. Nobody come here and talk. I always use an example, but I'm going to wait on that. I think he was talking about it today. I'm not sure. She was talking about the Chicago mother and her, I think, 2 kids got beat up by multiple children, and everybody was looking at the kids, look at what's going on. BDB, what's going on, brother? Hope all is well. Feeling good, smelling good, man. I got on some of that $64 cologne. Feeling good, smelling good. Just chopping it up, man. Dropping the lesson, a life lesson today on, chilling. Dropping the lesson on asking the question, are the kids bad or is it bad parenting? That's the question. Are the kids bad or is it bad parenting? That's a simple question, you know. It's not. I'm not gonna run this live that long. I think a lot of people are streaming right now, so you know, I'm just gonna probably chop this up. Say both. Say both. Both BDB. Both. $64 cologne. Feeling good, smelling good. Both. No. Yeah. Okay. We can go with that. We can go with both. I'll rock with you on that, because sometimes as a parent, you can only do so much. You can only direct so much. You can only guide so much, and then the time what they want to do. And I think in today's time, a lot of the children lack consequences. They lack consequences. They done faded away from the belt. They done fell off from the belt. But yeah, so like I was saying, he had a live today, and she was just giving. I like it because she gave a different point, because what a lot of people do is they'll just hear the story and then we'll get into our emotions, and then run to the school, and then we run to City Hall, and then we do all this, not getting the whole context of the whole story. That's a whole thing right there. You have to know the whole thing, and for parents, you have to know your children. You have to know your children, because you know you hear a lot of parents screaming, "Oh, my baby wouldn't do that. Oh, my baby wouldn't do this." And I heard one of the kids had their get right action in his book bag. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, but all of that, to me, I think it stems from the parenting too. You know, it also stems from the family because you can get them so much. So, my wife put it like this. Her grandmama told her, don't put all your eggs in one basket, or don't put all your hope in one child. Because you can have one child and that child can just not give a damn about you and nobody else. But if you have two, maybe even three, at least one, you might one of those child or children that you have might turn out to be okay, and they might take care of you in your elder age, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might have somebody just, if they don't have to take care of you, they can come through and check on you, make sure you're good. If you just happen to be alone or whatever the case, and you want that, especially from as a gentleman with sons. You want them to be able to take care of your mother. As a man, I feel like I'm gonna be good until I clock out. Until I clock out, I feel like I'm gonna be all right. I won't have to worry about nobody coming over, checking on me, taking care of me. Because I keep myself in pretty good health. I can't do what I used to do, but I can do something. So, I don't expect them to come to my rescue or come to see me or check on me, but I do expect y'all to check on y'all mother when I'm out the way or whatever. I do expect y'all to go and check on y'all mother. But if you don't have them in order, you don't have their mind right, you don't check them, watch this video. I don't think I posted it. I don't think I talked about it. I don't think I did anything. And I'm going to go back and see can I find the video. But there was this guy, and his son wanted to play basketball or something to that effect. So he got out there, and the dad was hard on him. Like he was checking him like the 90s. If y'all can catch my metaphor, he was checking him in basketball like the 90s, like the 80s and 90s check. Because nowadays in the 2000s, you can just look at these dudes a little bit and they'll start crying. You can foul. Everything is a foul. And when I was growing up, we used to foul hard. When I say foul hard, you could be going up for a layup, you get in the elbow, and you going to the floor. As a man, I never called fouls. I said, it's up to you to tell me if it was a foul. If you know you fouled me, then tell me I fouled you. Okay? All right, cool. You foul, all right, I take it out. If not, play through it. So he was checking him hard. He was, fouling him. He was working hard, and the little kid was like, he wanted to quit. So, and this was nowadays. This wasn't like this was like 2025, 2023, somewhere up in there. And he was checking his son real hard. He was checking him like, making him take the ball out, talking to him kind of hard. And then he said the little kid would cry, he would be mad, and he was like, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. He was like, I'm teaching you a lesson. You're going to know. So after, he went through all this, he kept on. He wouldn't stop playing. He kept playing. He played through his dad's foul. He played through his dad's rough. And he got on the court with everybody else. He dwarfed them in skills. He dwarfed them when a guy ran up on him and jumped in his face, he just, bow, dropped it in his mouth. Like, bow, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, like, he was like eagle eye. He was like a sharpshooter, kind of like a Steph Curry. He would run up on. They were running, two dudes on him. He would just throw it up, bow, because his daddy worked him. He put that work to him. He didn't just let him just go out and you can quit. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Just come on. You can quit. Don't worry about it. We gonna get a participation trophy. All that bull crap. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these children. We let them quit. Y'all let them quit. Y'all let them take the shortcut. Y'all don't let them. Y'all don't push them. Y'all don't push them. Y'all don't give them. Y'all don't push them to the edge. Y'all don't see what they can handle. And it's okay to cry. I heard somebody talking about that. It's okay to cry. But guess what? With them tears, we still gonna do it. You can cry all you want to. We still gonna do it. Hey team, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming in, sis. We still gonna do it. I asked the question. I think everybody who popping, I'm just gonna re-ask the question: are the kids bad, or is just bad parenting? Are the kids bad, or is it bad parenting? That's the question. That's the question of the day. So my point is if we stop treating them, if we stop coddling the kids, stop coddling them like they babies. After a certain age, that's it. It's over with. That baby stuff is over with. It's time to put that pressure to them. It's time to put that pressure to them. I just want to let y'all know. I think YouTube be watching us. I don't know. Maybe I think they be like watching us from those clouds or something. Because anytime I notice, every time I ask a question, it's a little sign that pop up. Add a sticker to ask a question. I'm like, what we talking about? So yeah. So I was, like I said, I was watching Take Heed earlier, and she was giving a breakdown on how kids would go out and how the kids went out and beat up the mama and beat up the little children, and it was a multiple amount of kids that beat them up. And so, you know, people heard it, people seen it, and they got in their feelings. I think sometimes stuff do deserve swift retribution or swift action, but sometimes you have to stop and just look at the whole story. BDB, you right, bro. I don't know if you still in here, but you right. You right. That's spot on. BDB said most of these parents would rather be their kids' friends first and then a parent, and that's out of order. That's completely out of order, because once you put up that friend picture, you're gonna be handled any kind of. They're gonna handle you any kind of way. They're gonna start punking you. They're gonna start handling you. They're gonna start trying. They're gonna try you, cause you a friend. You ain't no parent. That's like we set those ground. Like kids get mad. What's going on, twin? Wonder Twin activate like this here all the time. I ask a question. The question of the day is: are the kids bad, or is it bad parenting? That's the question. Are the kids bad, or is it bad parenting? I know what you're gonna say. But you know, a lot of times I don't believe that we should run up and be over stimulated with our feelings and emotions when it come down to stuff like this. We should stop and hear the whole thing. I say that because so my daughter called me and did you hear about the Chicago story? And so she started rattling all kinds of stuff. So she said the lady was pregnant, which I found out wasn't true. The lady was pregnant, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard today that she wasn't pregnant. She just got a big stomach, I guess. Right. That part. They don't listen to his home. Right. No such thing as bad kids. Yeah, all because of these parents. They not guiding. They not directing them. They're not bad parenting. I'm just going ahead because I wasn't gonna be on super long, but bad parenting. That's my take on it. And if I'm wrong, tell me in the chat. Let me know if I'm wrong. You know, because as long as you want to be your child's friend, they're not gonna have a modicum of respect for you. They're not gonna have a modicum of respect and anything they want. What's up, D-Car? I gotta hit you up. I'll hit you up, but I definitely get on that. Let me know. You know I'm on it. I'll get on it. So I'm going into the emotional side now. So my daughter was very emotional about it. These kids, it was wrong because she heard and seen stuff that wasn't true. So that make your emotions go a bit more. Oh, it was just her and her kids. She seemed like my daughter thought she was on a spectrum or something like that, because she wasn't moving fast. She just seemed like she was slow or whatever the case. And I'm like, that's not what it was. She was sickly, and she was suffering from, I believe, sickle cell anemia, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Like I said, I'm repeating what I heard, and I actually heard the video that she put out, and from what I understand, she said she was not pregnant. She was not pregnant. So I think we do have to get the whole story. We definitely overreact, and this is not just one or two people. This is as a community. Because guess what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that because I think it. I'm not saying that because I'm just making up stuff, pulling stuff out my backside. I'm saying it because I've been in that situation too. I seen something, and then next thing you know, boom, I'm reacting, not looking at the whole picture, not looking at all different sides. I say it all the time. There's 3 sides to a story. Then it's the truth. His side, her side, then it's the truth. There's 3 sides to the story, and it might be even 4. Who knows? But I'm just looking at it like we have to stop being so emotional when it comes down to stuff. But I don't, like I said, I'm not really. I get it. It looked bad. Optics was bad. It looked bad. It sounded bad. I believe it was bad. Like who like Mr. He said, who are these ninjas? I know who they are now. Like, who does that? Like, who? We still out here fighting at 2025? What are we doing? Like, why are 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-olds out here fighting? What we fighting for? Why we ain't got you? We too busy fighting. I'm talking about the community now. The community now. We so busy fighting and angry with each other and doing all this stuff. But from what I understand is our children is on the 3rd grade reading level. What we doing out here? Instead of fighting other people, you need to be fighting that math book. You need to be fighting that English book. Learn how to speak correct English. And you need to be fighting that social studies book so we can see what's going on, the history book so we can know not to go back down the path that we failed at. That's what we need to do. Not out here fighting each other. That's the whole problem. Too busy trying to fight and survive or whatever the case. I don't know what be going on in the hood. I don't even go back like that. When I do go back, I go back to see people that I had admiration for. And you can't really go back for, I don't know, can you go back to the hood to try to save the hood? Or will they take you under? Like MC8 said, will they take the hood to take you under? I heard so many stories of these young rappers going back, trying to give back and do all this kind of stuff. Next thing you know, they get robbed and killed. Robbed and knocked off. So I'm just like, who has time for that? You just want some. In my mind, I'm like, dude, I just want to kick it with my people that I came up with and just fade off in the sunset. That's how I be. Because we focused on everything else but the right stuff. We focused on everything else but the right stuff. Who's bad? Are the kids bad? Are the parents bad? Who's bad? Are the kids bad? Or the parents bad? Or bad parenting? So I'm like I said, this live wasn't gonna be that long. I'm gonna come on and ask a couple of questions and get some response. I really only started doing this because I come on YouTube and sometimes I'll click on to a short. And you know, when you go into a short, especially if you go into a live short, the only feed you're gonna get. Right. Michael Jackson bad too. That's wild. So I come on the feeds, the live feeds, and if you scroll, you're gonna keep getting live feeds. So I'm looking at the live feeds, and from what I understand, they feed more the people into the live feeds than they do into the vertical feed than they do the horizontal feed. I get that. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm scrolling, and it seems like sometimes you catch some people, they be chopping it up. They talk about some stuff. I think I ran into a cat named I think it's something about sheep. I can't think of the name of the gentleman, but he always talking about how people are sheep. How they focus on all the wrong stuff. They doing all the wrong stuff, and they're like sheeps. We like sheep out here, and we following everything that they're telling us. And to be totally transparent, I hate the what they call analog news. I absolutely despise the analog news. I don't know why, but I can't deal with it. So I'm like, I'm scrolling, and I just see stuff, weird, wild stuff going on. And while I'm scrolling, I scroll past it, and I'm like, they doing this? And you look at their numbers, you be like, wow. They got all these people, and they people just sit there, just watch this random stuff. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna pop on. See if I can get into the algorithm. But I guess you have to be on for so long, and of course you got to be consistent and all this kind of stuff. But I'm baffled by a lot of stuff. People just sit and watch, blowing up balloons and just all kinds of stuff. I just okay, I guess I'll jump on him. But either way it go, I try to talk about a little something. That was question today. I hope y'all learned something. We should learn something every day. Life is a lesson. So, like I said, I hope we learn something every day, and that we don't be sheep or fools all our whole life, and we able to gain something from somebody. Gain something from somebody, or let somebody gain something from you. Tell somebody something, teach somebody something. So that's all I got for y'all today. This is a pretty short live. Usually I try to do a little long on the way home. I'm almost home anyway. Matter of fact, let me get off. I gotta get some gas. So that's it, man. Y'all have a good evening, and hopefully we'll chop it up soon. Hopefully I'll come on. I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow. I missed yesterday because guess what? I told y'all when I'm talking to my people, I can't be on. I got to talk to real people. I mean, y'all real, but I mean, I'm talking about a voice. They talking back. We chopping it up. And then me and my partner T was talking heavy last night, and he kept me on the phone for a long time. Not longer than I wanted to, but I was tired. Hey T, we gonna have to get together when I'm up, bro. So we'll chop it up. And I said I was gonna start taping our phone calls, but we be chopping them kind of hard. But that's it for me, man. Y'all have a blessed one, man. This is Schooling to Better. I am Corey Joe, and I am OUT. Y'all be good, man. Peace.